Now the day has finally come. Half Life Alyx is available right now on Steam, and in this video I'm going to show you guys some great accessories to help make the most of your gaming experience. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's QuazyDog here, and like I mentioned before, today we're going to go over a couple of quick accessories to make sure that you guys can maximize your gaming experience for Half Life Alyx or really any VR title. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an explanation of why I picked these accessories, why I think they're fantastic, and then in the end, maybe we'll summarize some of the overall cost. If you're interested in anything that you do see in this video, be sure to hop down into the video description where I will have links for up-to-date pricing and availability. Now, of course, you cannot enjoy VR games without a VR headset. So my VR headset of choice would be the Oculus Quest. Now, I picked this up for a couple of different reasons, and I actually even picked it up before the Oculus Link became a thing. But the nice thing with this compared to completely PC-oriented VR headsets is not only can you use the Oculus Link and enjoy games like Half Life Alyx, but you can also have completely standalone experiences through the Quest library or the SideQuest app as well. So the versatility on this guy is fantastic. You can use it with battery banks to extend your battery life. Visually, it's fantastic. The fidelity is amazing, especially compared to a lot of the Gen 1 products or the cheaper products you're going to get out there. So Oculus Quest, definitely my VR headset of choice, but in the description I will link some other viable options as well. Now, accessory number 2, we already covered in a standalone video. I think the card is up there or maybe up there, but it would be the AMVR VR Grips. Now, one thing that's great about these guys here is it adds just a little bit of extra bulk. So if you have mid to large size mitts, it gives you the ability just to get a greater feel. And if I put these on, just a little bit more grippy for step number 1. Now, step number 2 is, of course, the ability to completely let go with your hand and not have that controller fly across the room. Specifically on the Oculus Touch controllers, I find the battery door slips off quite often, and that's one of the main grip points for me. So with the AMVR, you just have an elastic band that you can go ahead and tighten. You can adjust that. Again, I have a full standalone video on how to use it, but it just gives you peace of mind that you're not gonna be in one of those old Wii scenarios where you're gonna smash your TV.
All I do is throw that ball up in the air, and when
or launch your controller across the room. Now, I have one of these, of course, on both of my touch controllers, and I've actually opted to use 2 different color bands just to make sure that I can help differentiate the left from the right. So definitely pick these up, AMVR Grips, number 2 for the best overall VR experience. Now, when I mentioned the Quest can actually operate off of a USB power bank, I think at least I did in that take. I've done this a couple times. You're really going to want to make sure that you have enough battery life for your touch controllers. And that's where a good set of rechargeable batteries is going to come very, very handy. Now, these ones are the Panasonic Eneloops. They are very popular. Everybody should have these, even aside from VR. But the nice thing with this kit is I got a couple of AAAs, a couple of AAs, and each controller only takes a single battery. So that means that while my controller is actually in use, I have a spare battery per controller on the charge, ready to go to maximize that battery life. So rechargeable batteries, definitely hands down a must for your VR experience. Now, we had talked a little bit before about using the Oculus Link software to play PC titles, but I want to let you guys know that you don't have to dish the $60, $70, or $80, whatever it may be in your region, for that Oculus Link cable, because UGreen and Anker definitely have your back in this front as well. So the nice thing with the UGreen cable is this is a USB 3.0 extension. So this is going to go USB 3.0A right into your PC, and that as well is going to terminate into a female USB-A 3.0. And that 3.0 is absolutely key because for the Link software, you cannot be using USB 2.0. It simply just doesn't have enough pass-through. So this has the ability to really give you some great distance. If you guys are not using the Quest and you're using any sort of perimeter setups, these are actually fantastic as well for bandwidth put through if you want to extend the positioning of your lighthouses or your perimeter barriers. But this is fantastic. It does have the ability, I'm gonna put that down and actually grab the cable itself. It does have the ability as well through a micro USB to actually supplement power into this. Now, I haven't had any concerns so far using this cable without power, but if games start becoming a little bit more powerful, there's more frames and more quality going through to the headset, you may need to supplement a little bit of juice if you're extending it very far, especially if you're using an additional cable after this that has quite a length to it. So this UGreen extension is fantastic, but you have to couple it with another USB cable. So this guy here is from Anker. This is a USB 3.0A to a USB-C. And a lot of people have gone out already and they've purchased USB-A to USB-C cables, but most of those on the A side are only 2.0. And again, we're dealing with some bandwidth limitations when it comes to 2.0. So right in the Quest Link software, it's just gonna tell you it's not gonna work. So these guys here are tried and true, they're well tested, and they're very affordable. Links for this will be down below. So using this guy, this is their 6-footer. You can go right into the female version or the female port, USB-A, go with this guy here, and then that's gonna terminate into the USB-C for your headset. If 6 feet isn't quite enough, Anker does make a 10-foot version as well. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't look it up beforehand, I think this is 16 feet. Let me just take a quick look at the package here, if it even tells me, which of course it doesn't, but I think it's 16 feet because originally I was estimating I would have 26 feet of distance away from my PC with this. I ended up actually bending my 10-foot, and then now I only needed a 6-foot. So definitely a worthwhile accessory to have. You don't want to be restricted with just a 10-foot cable without the extension. I found I was punching my desk and I was really concerned about bending the USB ports on the front IO of my tower. So you're never going to be necessarily 26 feet away, but it gives you a lot of cable slack to really freely move around and really not have any concerns. And that's gonna wrap up this video for today. Again, very quick video, just showing you guys some of the accessories that you will definitely need and some that will help you optimize your experience when it comes to VR gaming on PC. Not necessarily specifically to Half Life Alyx, but a lot of people are looking at getting into that game or getting into VR for that game. But there are a ton of other options that are fantastic. Boneworks is another great option. You've got your vacation simulators and many more. So if you want to go ahead and pick up any of these accessories that we've talked about on the channel today, again, links will be in the description. They will have up-to-date pricing and availability. I know shipping is a little weird right now if you're watching this video when it debuts, just with the current health concerns. So just make sure that expect delays and please be patient, guys. We're working in a kind of strange time, but hopefully you can supplement yourselves with most of this already, pick up a couple of essentials, and really have fun when you guys stay home safe and sound with your friends and family. So until my next video, my name is Quasi Dog. You guys have been awesome, and we'll catch you all in my next video. Take care.